Tonight on Last Call presents the return of Sherlock Holmes, believed dead after his fatal encounter with Professor Moriarty 3 years earlier. Sherlock Holmes returns to England to foil a plot to murder him by a former Moriarty gang member and assist Watson in solving a locked room murder from the empty house, starting right now.
Good evening and welcome. Yes, it is The Empty House, the first episode of the return of Sherlock Holmes. I guess this would constitute the third season of the Granada series. Of course, with me, not physically, she just ran up to get me something to eat, is my lovely wife, Netter, who's, I'm sporting a mustache because she's my Watson tonight. But
Hi!
I don't know if you heard her shout down the stairs, but she's here. Let me say hi to all of you here in the chat. Accounting Sheep says howdy. Welcome, my friend. I do have the link pinned to the feature. We will get started in just a moment, but it is pinned to the top of the chat. So if you want to open it in another browser, so we can you can get yourself settled in there. Kapla, here I are, says Mark Malnikoff, who is currently dropping some photos of some trains that he has been spotting recently in the chat. How cool is that? And let's see. JPRPH1, thank you so much, my friend. Netter's saying her greetings and pinning her Cosme link and asking everyone to like, share, subscribe, become a member before she went upstairs, and she's back now. Thank you so much, sweetie.
So, good evening, everyone.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to seeing Sherlock coming back from the dead.
Yes, exactly right. Kapla, here I are. Take a clue, Watson. Like, share, subscribe, and become a member, or continue to remain clueless. FKC 2005, also known as Tim. Thank you so much, Tim, for the $4.99 super chat, telling us to enjoy some Rosati's pizza, and we will. Thank you so much for that. Wallace Lang, hail to you, my friend. Good to see you. Happy Tuesday to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. What's up? We're about to get started with some Sherlock Holmes. I want to thank everybody so much for being here. I know that many of our audience hasn't quite yet migrated over from Live from Sparkwood in 21 because we went a little long. I got a little bit chatty over there, getting into a deep dive on Fire Walk with Me and the Missing Pieces. So I left them to finish up, and we are going to go ahead and get started. They can join us when they get here. Again, the Cosme link is pinned to the top, and I'm going to go ahead and start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. There we go. And if you happen upon this stream in the future, you can't watch live with us because it'll be in the future. But if you click on the link below, you will see that somebody on YouTube has posted all of these episodes in a playlist so you can get caught up for next week. But we always love to see you here live because then you can share the experience with us. Hail Connie Cleary, the bird woman of YouTube, and Fluff Chick Productions.
And I just pinned my Cosme link because I realized it was not pinned.
That's fair. Giving us the, flashback from last week.
I see where my issue is.
The empty house. The empty house having a double meaning here because, with Holmes not there, it is an empty house. But then it'll also be the setting for the mystery for tonight.
One thing about this Watson is I notice he has a lot of the same mannerisms as the other Watson.
Yeah. I'm wondering to what degree he paid attention to his predecessor and, tried to embody the same character. Probably very much so.
So he no longer resides at 221B Baker Street? Because he used to live there too, didn't he?
I don't think that he did. It was briefly considered that Sebastian Morgan would have been played by Richard Wilson, who previously played Duncan Ross in the Red-Headed League, with the implication that Ross and Moran were one and the same. However, after thinking it over, Michael Cox concluded Moriarty was not the type of person to let Ross live after his failure. Despite Edward Hardwicke playing Watson in the second season, the flashback shows David Burke playing Watson. So they refilmed that. Or, did not refilm.
So is he kind of being Sherlock Holmesy as well as Dr.
He's trying,
Watson?
yes. It was the murderer who did it. Yes, that's true. Very insightful.
It was the bullet that killed him.
Uh-huh.
No, it was just that sudden stop at the end.
Right.
Now, see, that scene, the beginning of the scene did not make a lot of sense to me. He's in his bedroom. He takes off his tie, tosses it. Doesn't bother to take off his jacket, which would normally follow.
You would think.
See, you put down too many pennies and you get shot.
I guess.
Oh, I guess those would be pence.
Exactly. I like this. This changed Watson so much he really changed, yeah. Oh, Edward Hardwick was friends with David Burke and Jeremy Brett. I didn't realize that. That would make it easier. You might have the same mannerisms as someone you were close with.
Let me knock more forcefully with my gloved hand.
Mm-hmm.
That's an awfully flimsy lock.
Notice that Lestrade's showing his frustration by placing his fist on his waist, yeah.
One thing about these houses, in every episode we've seen, they've got these large windows that are on the ground level that you could pretty much walk through. Of course, modern day cops would be like, okay, the window's open, he was shot through the window, what's opposite? What's over there that he could have gotten shot?
This does predate modern ballistics, investigation, where they would, set the body, figure out, what angle the bullet came in, trace that using a laser pointer to where someone would have been shooting from.
But just simple thinky bits. He got shot through the window. What's opposite that they could have shot from?
I mean, he can give the caliber. If it was a 45 caliber bullet, it was a 45 caliber bullet. You can determine whether it was a rifle or a handgun.
Yeah, but the judge is a jerk.
This episode brought to you by Sherlock Holmes. I like that.
like this judge. He's such a
Yeah.
jerk.
Is the Warren Commission of the Victorian era. Yeah. The real-life Sherlock Holmes, Dr. Joseph Bell, as well as Arthur Conan Doyle, were brought in to help assist in the investigation of the Jack the Ripper murders. Yes, I'm quite familiar with Joseph Bell. Did extensive studies on him because I based my steampunk character on him.
Which is pretty much what Watson said.
Exactly.
But you saw that the judge was speaking to Watson with disdain, like, you're associated with Sherlock Holmes, and
He clearly defers to the peerage, and he sees that Watson is not peerage.
yeah, I'm peerage.
Yes, you are.
In fact, technically, so we both are, because we are lords and ladies of the parcel of land I own in Scotland.
Right.
I already know.
They're not at 221B Baker Street, so no Mrs. Hudson. Webley revolver, yep. Oh, I had forgotten that Watson is Scottish. That's another mark against him. That's right. I mean that from the perspective of a snob judge.
I'm
Not-
Scottish.
Not from mine.
No, no hug? I wonder if his rooms are still available at 221 Baker Street. And did they put his stuff in storage or what?
Don't know.
Oh, they probably would have given it to his brother. I keep forgetting he has one.
Mycroft, yeah.
Not Minecraft?
Not Minecraft. Yep, that's what I would have done too. Put my stick on top of it so it doesn't blow away.
Yeah.
Mycroft held Sherlock's important papers and books in his private residence while Sherlock was indisposed. Yes. Tim, that's a good one.
Yeah, he kind of blends in with the rock there.
Slowly I turn, step by step, inch by inch. That's Niagara Falls, not Reichenbach Falls. And then you took my walking stick. I had such a sore back by the time I got back to civilization. Oh, Mrs. Hudson closed up the flat so no one else could reside there. That's fortuitous, but must have been a bit of a financial hit for her.
You saying I can't keep a secret? But the less people that knew, the better.
But you have a kinder heart. Yeah, it was research into coal derivative dyes that led directly to the first artificial antibiotics, which Netter is allergic to, sulfa drugs in the early 1930s. Elementary, dear Watson. I knew that Moriarty could only be destroyed by throwing him into the waters of Mount Doom. That is so sweet.
Of course she kept it dusted.
Oh, that makes sense. He's just saying that now. Yeah. He's out already. Boy, it's like being at his wake all over again. Of course, there was no body first time around.
I have to say, Sherlock Holmes is a sharp dresser.
Yes.
He's a sharp-dressed man.
The hour chimes.
You think you can make enough noise on those cobblestones? He knows not to step on them because it squeaks. So they're in a building across from 221B Baker Street?
Correct.
Well, those horses are loud.
Yes. Muffler technology was pretty primitive back then. Yep. That's why it's good for you to have your service revolver.
They don't. The guy at the door doesn't see them in the mirror.
No, and he's also not expecting to see anyone there. He believes that Holmes is across the street.
Yeah, you have a cane that looks like that, but yours doesn't do that.
Yeah, mine has a blade in it. It's not a
No, that's
rifle.
a different one. Holmes is sweating. A wind-up gun. I mean, I'd be at a point like, come on, man, just get on with it.
Yeah.
Like, do I know you? So much for you knowing martial arts, dude.
Well, it's not like you can kung fu your way out of a truck barreling down on you.
Is that Colonel Mustard?
Shikar is a big game hunter.
Attempted murder.
Ha ha!
Ho, 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 ho.
I like the fact that he opens the door for her while still on his knees. You have the right to remain silent, so shut the f up. You have the right to an attorney, so we'll hire the dumbest lawyer we can find to defend you. And he did.
Fezzes are cool.
Yeah. I like how he takes his time and lights his cigar. Don't be a Moran.
Champagne.
It's sweet of her. I like that Wallace Lang said, "This is the one thing that Sherlock Holmes and I have in common is that we both lost our upper left canine teeth." Was yours punched out too? I'll show it off on another night, but I got a gift today from Netter. Mastermind, How to Think Like Sherlock Holmes by Maria Konnikova. I'm very much looking forward to reading this. Yours was lost in an accident. Fair enough. Probably better that way. Hope you were doing something fun when it happened. So next week, in the return of Sherlock Holmes, the Priory School, the headmaster of a prestigious prep school, calls on Holmes for help when the 10-year-old only son of powerful but publicly shy Duke disappears. So that will be next week. I want to thank every single one of you for being here tonight. I want to thank Deleted Scenes for forgiving me for my having to jaunt off after overrunning his last stream. But thank you for
just leaving havoc in your way.
I did. I just, okay, gotta go. Bye. But thank you so much for indulging me tonight. I do love revisiting Sherlock Holmes, and it is so much more fun with all of you. I ask you, of course, to tomorrow, of course, is Wednesday, so the only thing I've got going on tomorrow is live from not live from Sparkwood 21. That was tonight. Is Liquid Lunch. Liquid Lunch tomorrow at noon Central. And then hopefully I have a Dungeons and Dragons night where we'll try once again to take on the evil Count Strahd. Not Lestrade, Strahd. And until then, you all should take care of yourselves. Be healthy, stay hydrated, drink responsibly. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care.
Bye.
An admirable account, Watson.
Oh, you don't think I've put too much color and life into it?
Oh, my dear friend, I humbly defer such considerations to your excellent literary judgment.